Okay, we'll open for questions for Coach.
Coach, what's the status of camp?
Day to day. I mean, that's structurally, it's it's kind of okay. It's a wrist sprain, so we're holding him out for as long as we have to. I feel like conference play is more important than anything else, and if we've got to hold him till end of December to conference play, we're going to do what we got to do.
So it could be that long.
Who knows? I'm at. To be honest with you, I'm kind of coaching the guys we have, and I really have. I'm not saying we've not concerned or moved past it, but I asked for my daily report and get it, and then I coach the guys we got.
Is this something where he lets you know, or more?
Well, the bottom line to it was they cut his legs out at Toledo, and he came down on it, and he tried to play through it. Obviously, we went from Toledo to Mobile, Alabama, to it was that onslaught of all those games, and he really never got a chance to really take any rest at whatever. And then the further it went along, the more soreness he got. And so we, got X-rayed and got MRIs, and it's just a bad wrist sprain, and the only thing you can do with it is rest it.
You guys are only down by 7 at halftime last night.
I thought we'd really played a pretty good game. I thought we did a really good job at the defensive end. All of our inadequacies at the offensive end would cause our game, to not have an opportunity to be in it at the end. And what I mean by that is that, we had 12 or 14 turnovers that led to 18 points. So our offense was a problem in that game. It wasn't necessarily a surprise because they're very physical. They're very, very good in their building at the defensive end. I thought our guys really in our last, 3 games have really done a really good job. Defensively, we just offensively had just enough to beat Robert Morris. And then, obviously last night we didn't shoot the ball very well. After looking at the film, coming home, had some pretty good, we had some pretty good looks, and we just didn't make shots.
Has Matt kind of blossomed into I know he's blossomed into a pretty good player, but is that kind of what we expect?
Yeah, I mean, coming out of last year, I mean, we knew we had something, special with Matt. I think the difference from Matt from last year to this year is that he realizes how hard he has to play all the time. Those first-year guys that you get, I don't think they understand how important it is, the next step. And I thought that, Matt's a really athletic kid. People look at him as a three-point shooter, but he is really athletic. And as the time goes on, we need to get him to play harder and to play to his full potential, because he's much more than just a three-point shooter.
Is there anybody close scoring-wise to maybe give a little more assistance to Cisco and Matt with Cam's absence?
Obviously, you'd like to, hope that Brett gives you a little bit more than, maybe than what he's been giving you. He's a great kid. He's working hard. He's trying to, fight through this little mini slump that he's in. Devin and Jordan, between the two of those guys, you'd like to think between the two of them that they're going to give you 12 to 14, a night. And again, I'm not saying that one guy gets 12 and the other guy gets 2. But I think, when our numbers have been where I think they can be, which is mid-80s scoring, between the two of those guys, if you look at them, you kind of add together those 2 5s. We're really getting pretty good production from those guys. They're giving you, almost like 14 or 15 and 9 or 10. Now one guy might have 7 and 5, and the other guy might have the balance of that. But when you put them together, those guys are giving you a pretty good effort. So those are the guys. Brett's got to play a little bit better. Our five's got to give you a little bit more. I think the encouraging thing during this stretch is Cisco's play. I think he's done Latins came in and kind of played at the point, and we've slid, Cisco to the 2, and he's kind of given us, some good minutes in that spot.
Anything else for Coach?
All right.
Cover American? Go ahead. No. Scott, on your board on American?
Dangerous basketball team. They're young. They're getting better. Been in every game they've been in has gone to the wire. They played Maryland to the wire to a 3 or 4 point game. They run that Princeton offense, which is all back cuts and have a very bitter taste in our mouth from our game here last year. So, they're a team that's in their building is, extremely capable. Like I said, I've had a long bus ride last night. Got home over after 2 and had an opportunity to, watch 2 of their games. I've seen 5 of them now, but watched 2 of them coming home last night, and they're just a different team from when they were early in the year. They're just getting better. So this will be a tough ball game for us.
Last time we met, Coach, it was a stretch of 7 games, 9 games.
Yeah.
Have you guys kind of?
Yeah, I think it shows. It's a defensive end. I think we've really kind of, played a lot better since we've been back. And because you get a chance to practice a little bit. The thing of it is, and I'm the first, because I've done it. We've had to deal with it in the past. But when Cam comes back, it'll be the first time that we've really been together. We didn't have Raheem for 5 games. Raheem's last, game was Toledo up until these last 2 games. And now we've been without Cam for 4. And I think that when we're back healthy, I think we're formidable, and I think that's proof in our Akron game and those kind of things. But, to kind of gut out a Robert Morris win without Cam, I think speaks a lot to our guys, about our guys. And, to play a good FIU team and get that without Raheem. I think our kids have, kind of handled it pretty good. And now we got a chance. We got 3 more games this semester. 2 are on the road, and we've got to, gut up and play.
So just to follow up on Cam again, from a coaching perspective, obviously the league is most importantly to you. So you would be not willing, but if you had to sit him out until.
Yeah, we're not playing him, Dan, until he's 100%, ready to go. Now again, that could be. I don't know when that is, but we're not playing him till we feel like the league's doable. We feel like we're really excited about league play, and that.
Has he shut down completely then pretty much? Or?
Yeah, he hasn't. He hasn't done anything. He might shoot some free throws today, but he hasn't. He has not done anything since last Tuesday. It's been over a week.
And that happened in the Toledo.
Yep.